It's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity.
So we have basically Gunn came out and declared that there's going to be DC Elseworlds, which means that anything that isn't part of his vision for the next 8 to 10 years is going to be labeled very clearly with an Elseworlds label so that people know that it doesn't fit into the overarching story.
Like Star Wars Legends?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of still not totally on board with this because I really think that like having competing Batman projects and stuff like that's going to be weird. Brian, what's your take on this?
I think that James Gunn, while being the co-president of DC Studios, has no control over whether or not the Batman exists. I think that he's gonna got to deal with the fact that that's an Elseworlds thing. That's the nicest way of putting yeah, they're gonna keep going on, and they're not gonna have anything to do with what we're doing. That's what Elseworlds is for him. I think that they made some kind of deal with the powers that be, and that's just gonna happen. There's gonna be 2 Batmans at least, maybe 3. You know what? Just make it 5. Who cares? No one's gonna know the difference.
Brian, I think by the time we get an actual Batman from the Gunn universe here, the Batman that we're getting over for Pattinson or whatever is going to be done making their movies, so it's not going to matter.
I hope so.
I don't think you're wrong. I think we're going to get one Batman at a time, and I don't think they have plans for Batman in the official canon universe to come out until this Elseworlds Batman is.
It will exist in the
multiverse
of Batman.
I hope that's the case, but we don't even know when the second Batman's coming out. Or the second
real quick,
Warman.
I want to welcome Danny the Dork Knight.
Why are you letting this
onto
guy on the stream for?
Really, I love you too, Vader. I love you so much.
I can't get away from this dude.
It's kind of our shtick now. He just gives me grief.
He's just going to talk about wrestling or something.
No, I won't. Hey, dude, I actually, when Kadish called me or texted me this morning, I have notes. Look at all that. Look at all that. I'm taking this.
What happened to
serious.
Danny's beard? Where's your beard, Danny?
Yeah, dude. If you can't tickle our beards with each other, I don't want to talk to you.
Honey,
We
you're
can't rub our beards
naked.
together.
Cece, this is kind of like an ongoing gag over at Pop Culture Minefield. My girl really hates my beard, so we made a joke out of the black eye that I had. It had honestly nothing to do with her. I think I might have taken that joke a little bit too far because some friends.
Yeah, we
thought
all
like,
assumed that she beat the shit out of you, Danny.
No.
Yeah.
But I use that as an opportunity to let the beard grow a little bit, and I'd be like, "Yeah, this is what happens when I don't shave." But that was all in jest.
You have something interesting to say while you're here?
Oh, I don't want dude, I have a bunch of questions. I have a bunch of points, but I don't want to derail or be bad.
Oh,
I
okay.
like
Are you
getting-
saying that CC is your beard? Is that what I heard?
I mean, hey, you're the queer representation on the show. I don't want to step on your shit. So
That's true. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's
All
your
right,
thing,
so
bro.
Danny, what do you think of basically competing DC projects going forward under the Elseworld banner? Do you think that's a good
So-
idea?
That idea doesn't bother me. What bothers me is, so remember, I think it was you guys. You did a poll on Twitter where, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It sounded weird. Sound change. I think it was you guys. You did a poll. Will it be confusing? Was that you guys where you did a poll about, do you think more than one
Mhm.
Batman will be confusing?
We did, yes.
Yeah, that was you guys. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and I
Mhm.
think the result of that poll was no, right? Like people weren't confused. Is that right, Vader?
That is correct.
So, I would have agreed with that until now we're getting Amanda Waller, we're Aquaman, we're getting things after with like, it's like he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. He's picking the
Mhm.
stuff he wants out of it instead of just doing a clean cut and a clean reboot, which I
Well,
hope we can talk
they have
about
to they
later.
have to release these movies because they're in the canon and ready to
Mhm.
go, and they're going
Yeah,
to
but
lose a bunch of money if they don't. And then
Waller
they're using
hasn't been shot yet. What the TV show?
Waller's an animated cartoon, dude.
No, it's not. It's a live action TV show.
Yeah, it's live action. Vader.
Yeah, it's live action.
Oh well,
it's
I'm
live
dumb.
action.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. and because it's going to be played by Viola Davis. So I think stuff like and there's going to be members of the Peacemaker cast in that show. I told you I did my due diligence.
Bottom
Yeah,
line is this
goddamn.
is not a hard reboot though.
It's
This-
not. He's picking and choosing. Yeah.
I don't even know if you can call it a soft reboot. I think it's more like I'm just going to ignore the things I don't want to deal with reboot,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cherry
That's
pick.
what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what it feels like.
which is fine with me. I didn't want a hard reboot. I just didn't want it. I wanted to see Gal Gadot again. And honestly, Peacemaker is one of the best comic book TV shows I've ever seen. I didn't want to see that go. So
I found it really amusing that Peacemaker was not mentioned even once.
No, it was.
In this,
he did. He
this
mentioned
thing.
Peacemaker. He said
Did
Peacemaker.
I not watch the same video you guys watched? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
when he was talking about
Basically,
Waller.
Waller
When
is
he's talking
going to
about
be
Waller.
Peacemaker season 2,
Right.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got. So it just won't have John Cena in it because, and I'm not trying to pigeonhole wrestling. I just think he's doing it. I think he's going to retire this year. So he's going to
Yeah.
do like a final run, and he doesn't have time to shoot Peacemaker.
Got you.
Oh, and I think John Cena will be in it.
If
That-
he's in it, he's going to be. It's going to be small because I don't know. I don't want to get into wrestling. Sorry, I don't want to. Anyway,
John Cena is so funny in everything that he does. I love
Dude.
seeing him on the screen.
I tell you what, he's really surprised me. Have you seen Cock Blockers? That was
Yeah.
so damn funny. Or what was
Yeah.
that vacation one? That one was really gnarly. The I forget the name of it. It's on Netflix where the two couples go on vacation and they like all this weird sex stuff and there's a wedding and then do you
I don't know if I
no?
saw that one.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Um,
It's hilarious. It is.
But
so
the first thing I
raunchy.
saw him in was Trainwreck with Amy Schumer, and he's hilarious in it. He plays this small little role in it, but
Someone
he
had to
really,
be funny in that movie.
he really stole every scene that he was in, and
I
everything
didn't
that I've
s-
seen him in. I'm like, you are really like a comedic genius on
Yeah.
the screen.
He had to be
I didn't-
funny, acting opposite of Amy Schumer.
Yeah, I don't
no-
like
no
Amy
problem.
Schumer, so I
That's
never
not hard,
saw-
guys.
That's not
I
hard
never
at all.
saw Trainwreck. Is it worth watching? Because I never watched it. 'cause I don't
No,
like Amy Schumer.
it's not worth watching.
Okay.
Not really. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the best thing in it. I like it's her movie, but like all of the other people are better in it than her.
Yeah, for some reason, she just rubs me the wrong way. I don't quite know what it is
Huh.
exactly, but
Bazinga.